So the next client, Nichole, provides a wonderful EFT session in terms of being able to demonstrate two things: discovering the root of a problem and the apex effect. So Nichole actually comes with weight issues and struggling to lose weight, and we identified that she has a belief system that says men will not accept her because of the way her physical body looks. And as we search for the root of the problem, she actually has two very specific memories, and one being her dad making a comment about her weight, and the other being an example on the playground of another boy making comments about her weight. So as we tap on those issues, it allows her to begin to slowly shift that belief system. And then the apex effect comes into play when she actually can see, after a couple more rounds of tapping on that belief system, that that's not a very good thought to think, that men will not accept me because of my physical body. She can see that that's not actually true, that there's other men in her life that have accepted her, even with the way her body looks. And then we tap a little bit more on the idea of no man will ever accept her in the future, so to speak, because of her physical body. And she again thinks, well, that's not a very good thought to have. So it's really interesting to see how Nichole shifts, and she can almost laugh about it after a couple of rounds of tapping. So I think you'll get a lot out of watching the session. Enjoy. Okay, Nichole, thanks for coming today. I really appreciate that. We have a couple of things that you'd like to work on today, maybe some issues around weight loss, I understand, and also maybe some issues about relationships. Is that right?
That's right.
But we're also feeling kind of nervous about just being here, right?
I'm definitely nervous.
So maybe we'll just do a couple of rounds to bring down that nervous feeling. So when you think about doing this EFT session, give me a scale of 1 to 10 on how nervous you feel.
Right now I'm back up to an 8.
You're back up to an 8?
Yeah.
And we'll spend a little time on one of the other acupuncture points, because it's actually really good for nervous feelings. Mm-hmm. Where do you feel the nervous feeling? In your stomach, or in your chest, or in your heart racing, or?
Yeah, just mostly in my chest, I guess.
Okay. So we'll start on the sore spot. And we'll say, even though I have this nervous feeling, about doing this EFT session,
I
can love and accept myself. Fully and completely. Let that nervous feeling go. One breath at a time. Okay. This nervous feeling. Nervous feeling about that EFT session. This nervous feeling. Okay, let's do both sides, because this is the stomach meridian where we often feel nervous, kind of butterflies in our stomach. Okay. This nervous feeling. You take a deep full breath in for me here. I can let that nervous feeling go. Good. One breath at a time. Nervous feeling. About this EFT session. I can feel that nervous feeling. Good. In my chest and in my stomach. But maybe I can let that nervous feeling go. Good. One breath at a time. Okay. Deep full breath in, out, and then check in with nervous feeling in your chest or in your stomach, and give it a number if you can.
7.
Even though I still have some of this nervous feeling left, I can love and accept myself anyway. Fully and completely. Give my body and mind permission. To relax. And enjoy the EFT session. This remaining nervous feeling. Remaining nervous feeling. Up just a little bit, yeah. Remaining nervous feeling. A little nervous still. About this EFT session. A little nervous still. About this EFT session. A little nervous still. I can feel it in my chest. I can feel it in my breath. Yeah. A little nervous still. Maybe I can let that feeling go. Good. Back of the hand, we'll do a gamut point. We'll close, we'll open, down hard right, down hard left. Biggest circle you can find with the eyes, and in the other direction. Okay, we'll hum happy birthday together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
I don't know about that EFT session.
I don't know about that EFT session.
A little nervous about it.
I'm a little nervous about
I
it.
can feel it in my chest.
I can feel it in my chest.
I can feel it in my breath.
I can feel it in my breath.
Maybe I can let
my
body and mind relax.
My body and mind relax.
Maybe I can let
my
body and mind relax.
My body and mind relax.
Okay. Maybe I can let my body and mind relax.
Maybe I can let my body and mind relax.
Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. I'm going to just say I'm really nervous about this EFT session.
I'm really nervous about this EFT session.
Okay. How true does it feel, or what's the nervous feeling on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm actually at a 5, feeling a little better.
Okay.
Yeah.
This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Part of me doesn't want to let it go.
Part of me doesn't want to let it go.
This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
And just a little bit, yeah. Part of me doesn't want to let it go.
Part of me doesn't want to let it go.
But maybe I can let it go.
But maybe I can let it go.
One breath at a time.
One breath at a time.
This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Okay. This remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Okay, we'll do back of the hand. We'll do floor to ceiling eye roll. So you look at the floor, keep tapping the gamut point as you do so. This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
Looking up, up, up. This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Still kind of nervous.
Still kind of nervous.
Not really sure why.
Not really sure why.
About this EFT session.
About this EFT
What have I gotten into?
What have I gotten into?
Okay, this remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Maybe it's safe to be here.
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 Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. Check in with nervous feeling.
I don't know. 2?
2?
Yeah.
Is there anything particular that you're nervous about? Is there a reason to be nervous?
Well, the fact that the camera's on and I'm going to be doing an EFT session just makes me a little nervous. Afraid of what we're going to talk about.
It's more afraid of what might come up.
Yeah.
Oh, even though I'm a little afraid.
Even though I'm a little afraid.
Of what might come up in this EFT session.
About what might come up in this EFT session.
I can love and accept myself.
I can love and accept myself.
Fully and completely.
Fully and completely.
Regardless of what comes up.
Regardless of what comes up.
In the next hour.
In the next hour.
A little nervous.
Little nervous.
What's going to come up?
What's going to come up?
In this session.
In this session.
In the next hour.
In the next hour.
Not really sure what's going to come up.
Not really sure what's going to come up.
Kind of nervous about that.
Kind of nervous about that.
Kind of nervous about what might come up.
Kind of nervous about what might come up.
Is she going to make me cry?
She's going to make me cry.
Not sure if I want to do that.
Not sure if I want to do that.
Kind of nervous.
Kind of nervous.
About what might come up.
About what might come up.
In the next hour.
In the next hour.
But maybe it's safe to be here.
Maybe it's safe to be here.
Maybe it's safe to be doing this EFT session.
Maybe it's safe to be doing this EFT session.
Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. And then just say I'm nervous about what might come up.
I'm nervous about what may come up.
Can you give me a number? Is it up again?
No, it's not up again.
Oh, okay.
I just like to sit at a 1 or 2.
Even though I don't want to let go.
Even though I don't want to let go.
Of this last little bit of nervous feeling.
Of this last little bit of nervous feeling.
I'm going to love and accept myself anyway.
I'm going to love and accept myself anyway.
Fully and completely.
Fully and completely.
Give my body and mind permission.
Give my body and mind permission.
To let that last little bit of nervous feeling go.
To let that last bit of nervous feeling go.
Okay. This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
This remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Remaining nervous feeling.
Not sure what it's going to come up.
Not sure it's going to come up.
Not sure what's going to come up.
Not sure what's going to come up.
Oh, still a little nervous about that.
A little nervous about that.
A little resistant about that.
Yeah, a little resistant.
A little resistant about that.
A little resistant about that.
Maybe I can let that resistance go.
Maybe I can let that go.
Maybe I can let that resistance 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 go.
One breath at a time.
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 Okay. Deep full breath in. And out. Is it still a 1? Let me just think about.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm ready.
Okay. So we wanted to talk, maybe we can start with a little bit of weight loss and what your journey's been like, and some of the emotions that surround that journey and that process for you. What do you think you'd like to start with?
Basically, I have a hard time losing weight. I feel that I try, but I don't get anywhere. And I know I'm not comfortable being overweight. I've been below this weight before, and I just feel my best when I'm at a lower weight. So it affects my self-esteem.
So it's more self-esteem stuff, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I would say
you're uncomfortable in your body because of the weight, or you're worried about what you look like?
I'm constantly worrying about what I look like. I'm constantly worrying about what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to get like, it's just an obsession. I'm always thinking about it, and it holds me back from doing many things. I know that. So
can you give me an example of what it holds you back?
Doing things like going out with my friends. Talking to people.
Going out for dinner, or going to the beach, or...
Definitely going to the beach. Like, I do not have any plans on going to the beach this year. So going to the beach, wearing certain outfits, just constantly worrying about what I look like. Is someone staring?
Is it worry? What's the biggest emotion that surrounds your physical body and your weight? Is it frustration? Is it worry? Is it obsessing thoughts? Is it...
I would say that it's probably obsessing thoughts and sadness.
What are you sad about?
Not looking the way that I want to look.
If you had to scale the sadness on a scale of 1 to 10, what would that be?
At times, when it's interfering, it can be an 8.
Can you give an example of a time that it interfered with something you wanted to do?
Not too long ago, I get invited from my girlfriends to go out to a party or somewhere to meet people. My friends always want me to meet people, and I'll make excuses because I don't want to go.
Meet people like potential guys? Okay, because the other issue that we were thinking of tapping on is relationships too. Yeah. So you'll avoid going?
I'll avoid going.
At all costs?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that particular situation? I really want to go to the party, but I don't want to go because I'm too maybe embarrassed or ashamed about my body? Okay. What would be the emotion though? Sadness or embarrassed to go?
I guess that it would be embarrassment.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how embarrassed were you when you thought about going? Or embarrassed about your body?
Embarrassed about my body, a 10.
Can you access that when you think about it? Do you know what I mean by that? Like, can you access the emotion of feeling maybe the dread about going, or the...
Yeah, the dread.
It's more about dread, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also the fear of being judged.
Big fear of being judged.
Oh, I
prefer not to be judged.
Prefer not to be judged because we assume that people are judging, right? So there's a whole mix. Like when we get into weight loss, there's a whole mix of different emotions. Like there's embarrassment, there's shame, there's frustration, there's sadness, there's that fear of being judged. So we would tap on them all individually or separately until they're like a 0, or it doesn't make sense to us when we say that out loud anymore. Okay. So if you said I have a fear, I'm afraid that people would judge me, what's that for you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably a 9.
And what do you think that people might be thinking about your body?
That it looks gross. That they might be looking at like a fat roll or something like that and thinking, oh my God, the girl's got a big butt.
Do you think that that's what they think about you?
Or she looks unhealthy. And I don't want people to think that I'm unhealthy because I try hard not to be, but that I look unhealthy.
Yeah. Let's start there.
Okay.
So it was more, even though I have this fear of being judged.
I
always feel like people
are
judging my body when they look at me.
I
don't want them to think I'm unhealthy. Because I try so hard. To be healthy and lose weight. Regardless of that. Just let it be there. Regardless of that. I can love and accept myself. Just stop here. This fear of being judged.
This fear of being judged.
What are they going to think of me?
You
can just let me talk for a minute if you want. This fear.
What
are they going to think of me? This fear. Okay. What are they going to think of me? I don't want them to think I'm unhealthy.
I try so hard. I try so hard.
I'm kind of tired of trying so hard.
Tired of trying so hard.
Regardless of that,
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to love and accept myself.
I'm gonna love and accept myself.
Even though part of me is not ready to do that.
Even though part of me is not ready to do that.
This fear of being judged.
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 This takes really good to do this. Let it be there. It's okay. This fear of being judged.
This fear of being judged.
What are they going to think of me?
What are they gonna think of me?
They're not going to accept me.
They're not gonna accept me.
They're not going to accept me.
They're not gonna accept me.
They're not going to accept my body.
They're not gonna accept my body.
They're not going to accept me.
They're not gonna accept me.
They're not going to accept my body.
They're not gonna accept my body.
This fear of being judged.
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 There's no way they'll accept my body.
There's no way they'll accept my body.
This fear of being judged.
This fear of being judged.
Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. Biggest circle you can find with the eyes, and then the other direction. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep tapping the back of your hand. This fear of being judged.
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 What are they going to think of me?
What are they gonna think of me?
They're going to think I'm unhealthy.
They're gonna think I'm unhealthy.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
They're not going to accept me.
They're not gonna accept me.
They're going to judge me.
They're gonna judge me.
They're going to say horrible things
They're gonna say horrible things
about my body.
about my body.
They're going to say horrible things about my body.
They're gonna say horrible things about my body.
So afraid they're going to judge me.
So afraid they're gonna judge me.
So afraid they're going to judge me.
So afraid they're gonna judge me.
Deep breath in. We'll take a break to check in. So we don't really scale it because we're pretty sure it's 11.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10. And we hold that all in. Do you hold that in a little bit sometimes?
It's not something I admit to people.
Oh.
I don't like to be
Vulnerable.
vulnerable, weak.
No.
Even
though I don't want to be vulnerable or weak.
Even though I don't want to be vulnerable or weak.
I can love and accept myself.
I can love and accept myself.
Fully and completely.
Fully and completely.
Don't want to be seen
I don't want to be seen
as vulnerable or weak.
as vulnerable or weak.
That's not okay.
That's not okay.
Don't want to be seen
Don't want to be seen
as vulnerable or weak.
as vulnerable or weak.
Let alone in the EFT session.
Let alone in this EFT session.
Don't want to be seen
Don't want to be seen
as vulnerable or weak.
as vulnerable or weak.
So I hold it all in.
So I hold it all in.
But maybe that's not working for me.
Maybe that's not working for me.
Maybe I can let that feeling go.
Maybe I can let that feeling go.
Deep full breath in. Out. And just check in with the feeling of, oh my God, they're going to judge me. They're not going to accept me. And give me a number on a scale of 1 to 10. If you can either say it out loud or you can just think about the fact that there's this mind reading technique, right? Where like you already know that they're thinking that about you and about your body. Or you're making that assumption anyway. But it makes sense for you in your world. It's like, no, really, that's obviously what they're thinking. Why would they think anything else?
Right. Okay. Right. Definitely at a 7.
A 7. That's
7.
good.
Yeah.
Not that that's good, but it's at least it's not an 11.
Yeah.
Is there any other thoughts that come to mind when you first think of that?
I just don't want people to think badly of me. So,
Even though I still have some of this fear
even though I still have some of this fear
that people will judge me
that people will judge me
and think badly of me
and think badly of me
because of the way my physical body looks,
because of the way my physical body looks,
I'm going to see
if
I can love and accept myself anyway.
If I can love and accept myself anyway.
And slowly move in the direction
of
accepting my body the way it is.
accepting my body the way it is.
Even though I don't really want to do that just yet.
Even though I don't really want to do that.
I'll do that when I'm the weight I want to be.
Exactly. I'll do that when I'm at the weight I want to be.
But maybe if I accept my body now,
my body now,
I can then give my body permission
to
move towards the goal weight. Yeah, inner part of the eyebrow. This remaining fear.
What
are they going to think of me? This remaining fear. What are they going to think of me? They're going to judge me. They're not going to like me. There's no way they'd like me. Look at my body. There's no way they'd like me. Look at the way I look. Because they're not going to like me. Look at the way I look. This remaining fear, they're going to judge me. Okay. This remaining fear, they're going to judge me. Maybe I can slowly let that go. Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. So here's the funny part. Check in again with the number. I'm afraid they're going to judge me. They're not going to accept you.
I don't know if that feeling will ever go away, to be honest with you.
Is it still a 7?
I don't know, because I'm having a hard time kind of connecting with that emotion again. So I don't know if that's because I can't connect with it or because it's kind of...
That's because that's the whole point of EFT. God. It's because we're not able to access it anymore. But I want you to try to access it. Try to get it as high as you can. Just actually think a thought like, oh, there's no way they're going to accept me. Look at my body. And give me a number. Because eventually it's not going to feel as true for you anymore. That's the whole goal. We want to hang on to that, though. Can you give me a number, or is it
4 or 5?
Still a 4 or 5? That's okay. What happens is it gets more and more distant, like we can't grasp it. And part of us sometimes feels, or other women that I've worked with weight loss, feel like that's the motivator for them to lose the weight. So if I hold on to the critic in my mind, if I hold on to that critical voice that says people aren't going to accept you, you better go exercise and eat right and try to lose weight. There's that belief system that if we hold on to that horrible voice in our mind that's criticizing us all the time, that'll be the motivator to lose weight.
Yeah.
Because we can't be in a place, heaven forbid we'd be in a place of acceptance and lose weight from that place. Right? So, and that's sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's sort of a trick of the mind, but because you can let go of the critic and still lose weight. Okay. Right? And we're very attached to that because it's probably been that way for years, forever.
Since I can remember.
Okay. We got to go back and do that. But let's see if we can get you a little closer to a 0 on this scale. Okay. And the other thing about, I won't accept my body until I'm the weight I want to be. So what we continue to create and attract is a relationship with our body and an experience of our body where we're not in a place of acceptance because we're refusing to accept our body until it's the weight that we want it to be. But if it was the weight you wanted to be, you would accept it. Maybe. Is that right? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'd probably be closer to that, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. When you can be in a place of acceptance, be in a vibration of acceptance of what it would feel like, what would it feel like to have the body that you wanted? Oh, I'd feel good. I would accept it. Great. Try to feel that feeling now. Because if you feel that feeling now, then you can create that reality in your experience. If it's always in the future, then it's always in the future. So it's like this spiritual goose chase where we're like, oh, it's almost there. I'll be there soon. It's almost there. We'll never really get there. Because when you get there, there's someone else to be anyway. Yeah. So if you can be in a place of acceptance now, then your brain and your body can allow that to happen for you. Then you can lose the weight. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We'll do remaining fear of being judged. So we really think that there's no way people accept you because of how you look.
No, I don't really believe that. I know
You feel that way?
I feel that way. Okay. I feel that way.
Even though I still have some of this feeling?
Even though I still have some of this feeling.
That people won't accept me.
That people won't accept me.
Because of the way I look.
Because of the way that I look.
They're just going to judge me.
They're just going to judge me.
And think horrible things about my body.
And think horrible things of my body.
Regardless of that.
Regardless of that.
I'm going to see.
If
I can love and accept myself anyway.
If I can love and accept myself anyway.
And begin to come into a place.
Of
acceptance of my body.
Of acceptance of my body.
Good. This remaining fear of being judged.
This remaining fear of being judged.
This remaining fear they're going to judge me.
This remaining fear they're going to judge me.
This remaining feeling.
This remaining feeling.
That they're not going to accept me.
That they're not going to accept me.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Look at my body.
Look at my body.
This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
That they're going to judge me.
That they're going to judge me.
This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
They're going to judge me.
They're going to judge me.
Just do floor to ceiling eye roll. This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
They're going to judge me.
They're going to judge me.
There's no way they'll accept me.
There's no way they'll accept me.
Take a look at my body.
Take a look at my body.
Good. This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
They're not going to accept me.
They're not going to accept me.
Look at my body.
Look at my body.
This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
No way they'll accept me.
No way they'll accept me.
This remaining fear.
This remaining fear.
No way they'll accept me.
No way they'll accept me.
Maybe I can begin.
Maybe I can begin.
To let that feeling go.
To let that feeling go.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Coming into a place.
Coming into a place.
Of acceptance.
Of acceptance.
Maybe coming into a place of acceptance.
Maybe coming into a place of acceptance.
Even though that would feel a little foreign for me.
Even though that would feel a little foreign for me.
Good. Deep full breath in. Out. And say out loud, I have a fear they're going to judge me. They're going to think horrible things about my body.
I have a fear they're going to judge me and think horrible things of my body.
Okay. Can you give me a scale, like how that feels for you?
It
Or how it sounds when you say it out loud? Or?
It sounds ludicrous when I say it out loud now. I don't know why, but it just sounds ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's good. That means you're a 0.
Yeah, okay. I probably, it just sounds so silly.
That sounds silly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why would they? Would they accept you?
I have lots of friends and family members that love and accept me.
Right. Forgot about that part. Yes.
So I don't know what just happened, but yeah, it sounds silly.
That's silly.
It sounds ridiculous. Not true.
What's your earliest memory of someone judging you in your body?
My dad.
Oh, tell me about that. Are you okay telling me about that? Oh, we're back up to it.
Just joking. Yeah, I can remember. I have 2 memories actually that stick out, and one is my dad.
Just give me one first.
Just one. My dad.
Can you just tap as you tell me?
My dad. We were planning a trip to Florida. He was standing in front of me, and he told me that I would have to lose weight because my thighs were too big, and I wouldn't be able to wear a bathing suit.
So your dad told you? My dad told me.
My dad told me
that I'd have to lose weight.
That I'd have to lose weight
before we went to Florida.
Before I went to Florida.
Because your thighs were too big.
Because my thighs were too big.
And I wouldn't be able to wear a bathing suit.
And I wouldn't be able to wear a bathing suit.
Your dad judged you.
So my dad judged me.
My dad judged me.
My dad judged me.
Yeah. My dad judged me.
My dad judged me.
Okay. Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. Big circle. Gorgeous. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep tapping the back of your hand. My dad judged me.
My dad judged me.
He told me I couldn't go to Florida.
He told me I couldn't go to Florida.
Unless I lost weight.
Unless I lost weight.
My thighs were too big.
My thighs were too big.
You can't wear a bathing suit.
Can't wear a bathing suit?
Good. Dad judged me. You can take a break if you need to.
Dad judged me.
Dad judged me.
Dad judged me.
Can't go to Florida.
Can't go to Florida.
Gotta lose weight first.
Gotta lose weight first.
Thighs are too big.
Thighs are too big.
Can't wear a bathing suit.
Can't wear a bathing suit.
Those horrible things my dad said.
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 Deep full breath in. Out. Tell me again what he said and then scale it. Just tell me the story like you did that 10 seconds.
You want the same story?
Yeah.
Was looking at me, said, you're going to have to lose weight before we go to Florida if you want to wear a bathing suit. And that...
How did that feel? What was the emotion?
Embarrassment of my body, of myself, and...
Hurt or just embarrassment?
Hurt and sad. Hurt.
Even though I still have some of this hurt feeling?
Even though I still have some of this hurt feeling.
My dad said I couldn't go to Florida.
My dad said I couldn't go to Florida.
My thighs were too big.
My thighs were too big.
I'd have to lose weight first.
I'd have to lose weight first.
Regardless of that.
Regardless of that.
I'm open to loving and accepting myself.
I'm open to loving and accepting myself.
And how beautiful my body is.
And how beautiful my body is.
Maybe not. How beautiful I hope my body will be one day.
Yeah.
Okay. This remaining hurt.
This remaining hurt.
This remaining hurt feeling.
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 My dad said.
My dad said.
I couldn't go to Florida.
Couldn't go to Florida.
Unless I lose weight first.
Unless I lose weight first.
Nichole, you gotta lose weight first.
Nichole, you gotta lose weight first.
You gotta lose weight before we go to Florida.
You gotta lose weight before we go to Florida.
Gotta lose weight before we go to Florida.
Gotta lose weight before we go to Florida.
Especially if you're gonna wear a bathing suit.
Especially if you're gonna wear a bathing suit.
This remaining hurt feeling.
This remaining hurt feeling.
That really hurt, Dad.
It really hurt, Dad.
That comment really hurt, Dad.
That comment really hurt, Dad.
Okay. Just floor to ceiling eye roll. Keep tapping. That really hurt, Dad.
That really hurt, Dad.
That comment really hurt, Dad.
That comment really hurt.
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 That comment about my thighs.
Comment about my thighs.
Can't go to Florida.
Can't go to Florida.
Unless I lose weight first.
Unless I lose weight first.
It's not very nice, Dad.
Not very nice, Dad.
That comment really hurt.
That comment really hurt.
That comment really hurt.
That comment really hurt.
Maybe I can let that comment go.
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 Deep full breath in. Out. And then just check in with the hurt feeling. We might tap on hurt separately from embarrassment. Just say, maybe say the comment again, either out loud or in your mind, or the memory. Dad said, we're going to Florida, but Nichole, you gotta lose weight first. Okay.
Probably at a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hurt or embarrassment? Give me a number for hurt.
Hurt 3.
Okay. And embarrassment's probably higher still.
I think so.
Okay. Let's just stay with hurt, even though I still have some of this hurt feeling left.
Even though I still have some of this hurt feeling left.
Because my dad made that awful comment.
About my body.
About going to Florida. Regardless of that. I'm open. To maybe loving and accepting myself. Maybe even my physical body one day. Maybe not today. But maybe one day. Okay. This remaining hurt feeling. That comment really hurt. This remaining hurt feeling. Dad said. I had to lose weight first. Before we go to Florida. Dad said I'd had to lose weight first. Before I go to Florida. Dad said I'd have to lose weight first. Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. Biggest circle you can find. Okay. Other way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then top of the head. This remaining hurt feeling. Maybe I can let that hurt go. One breath at a time. Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. And then check in with the comment and the hurt feeling. Nichole, we're not going to Florida. You gotta lose weight first.
Again, it's more distant now, so.
Does it sound funny? Does it sound...
Yeah, I almost am smiling about it right now, so I think it might be gone.
Give me embarrassment. Is that embarrassing for you? Was there other people in the room? Was there...
No, I'm not really connecting to feeling embarrassed right now. I don't know why, but...
That's okay. Was there anybody else in the room when...
I can't really remember. It might have been my brother. I think he was there.
So just say it out loud one more time. My dad said
that I had to lose weight before we went to Florida. That my thighs were big.
Oh, right.
My thighs were big.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's not hurting right now.
Okay. We'll do one more round to kind of reinstall a different view of that. Yeah. Doesn't hurt. It almost sounds funny.
Almost.
Yeah. Almost. Even though I still have a little bit of this hurt feeling.
Left.
I'm going to love and accept myself anyway. And maybe open up one day. To understand. That my dad wasn't aware. Of how I might receive that comment. I might even be open. To forgiving him for what he said. And maybe I can accept myself anyway. Because I get to decide that. Not him.
Not him.
Forgot about that part. That I get to decide. Whether or not I accept myself. And maybe I can almost forgive him. Maybe I can forgive him for that comment. He obviously wasn't aware. Of how I might receive that comment. And then I get to decide. Whether or not I accept myself. Or particularly my thighs. Because maybe they're just fine the way they are. And I get to choose. If I accept myself or not. Okay. Deep full breath in. And out. So it's a really good example of how we get you as close to 0 as we can, and then we kind of install what's called a reframe, or like how to reframe the situation to see it differently. So say the comment one more time and see what the next thought is after that.
Nichole, you need to lose some weight. We're going to Florida. If you want to wear a bathing suit, your thighs are pretty big. Keep changing it each time.
Yeah, that's okay. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
What's your next thought? Like, what do you think about that? Or how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I feel okay saying that out loud. I feel okay about that.
Yeah. There was a second incident that you talked. So we'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a second incident that you remember.
I can remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, I was young. And I was at school playing hopscotch, and this boy, and I thought I looked cute with my dress on or whatever, and this boy came up behind me and said, like, oh, you've got a big butt.
Oh.
So.
And how did that feel? How does that feel when you think about it now? How did it feel at the time?
At the time, I was embarrassed, like humiliated, because it was in front of people. So I was humiliated, and
if you had to scale the humiliated feeling on a scale of 1 to 10 at that time,
I was like a 10 for sure.
Okay, let's start there. Even though I felt really humiliated,
that
boy made that comment.
That boy made
Does
that
he have
comment.
A name?
Yes.
What's his name? It's important to
Jesse.
Jesse made that comment about my big butt.
Jesse made that comment about my big butt.
I was so humiliated. Regardless of that. I'm going to see if I can let that go. Maybe love and accept myself. Fully and completely. Maybe not today. But be open to it one day. Good. This humiliated feeling. Jesse made that comment. About my butt. I thought I looked cute. He didn't think so. So humiliated.
So humiliated.
This humiliated feeling. It was so embarrassing. There was other people around. And they heard his comment. It was so embarrassing.
I was so embarrassed.
Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. Big circle. Gorgeous. Other way. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was so humiliated. Jesse made that comment about my butt. In front of all those people. It was so awful. It was humiliating. Embarrassing. All those people heard him say that. It was humiliating and embarrassing. But maybe I can let that go.
Maybe I can let that go.
Deep breath in and out. What happens with EFT is that the memory stays the same when we think about it, but the emotional charge that usually comes up for us when we think about it is what shifts and changes. Like the memory that you have with your dad was like, oh, I still remember that happening. It doesn't look any different, but the feeling I have when I think about it isn't there anymore. Right. So we'll go back to you're playing hopscotch, there's other kids around, Jesse makes some comment about you having a big butt.
Yeah.
And it was, did you go beet red?
I did.
Because there's all these people that were...
All my friends were around, so...
Did they laugh?
No, it didn't really seem to affect them. But I heard it, and I've never forgotten it. Yeah.
How do you feel now when you think about the comment?
Probably feeling okay with it. If I were to scale myself, I would probably be... like a 4 or 5.
A 4 or 5. Yeah. Is it still humiliated? Or is it anger at Jesse? Is it embarrassed? Is it?
It's still embarrassed. Okay. I could be angry at him too, though.
Let's do embarrassed and then we'll do anger. Even though I still have some of this embarrassed feeling. Jesse made that comment in front of all those people. Made me feel awful. Regardless of that. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Fully and completely. Maybe one day. And be open to forgiving Jesse. For that comment he made. Maybe he didn't even know what he was talking about. He probably doesn't even remember. And I've been focusing on it for so many years.
Yeah, I've been focusing on it
for so long.
Yeah.
This remaining embarrassed feeling. I was really embarrassed. When Jesse made that comment. He told me I had a big butt. In front of all those people. This remaining embarrassed feeling. This remaining embarrassed feeling. We'll just do floor to ceiling eye roll, remaining embarrassed feeling.
Remaining embarrassed feeling.
Jessie made that comment.
Jessie made that comment.
Told me I had a big butt.
Told me I had a big butt.
In front of everybody.
In front of everyone.
Looking up. This remaining embarrassed feeling.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe Jessie didn't know.
Maybe Jessie didn't know.
What he was talking about.
What he was talking about.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
Okay. This remaining embarrassed feeling.
This remaining embarrassed feeling.
Good. Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. And just say, what did Jessie tell you? You're playing hopscotch, you had a cute dress on, you thought you were...
He said I had a big butt.
What's left?
I don't know. Kind of over it.
Is there anger? That wasn't very nice of him.
You know what? I'm not angry.
That's okay.
I'm not angry.
Embarrassed, sad, whatever. It was just a comment.
Yeah. And he really probably had no idea what he was even saying.
What does he know? How old was he? Like
grade 2.
Yeah, he's like grade 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what he's talking about.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And he probably doesn't remember.
He probably doesn't remember.
No. Okay. Do you feel like, is there any other memories that are similar to that that really stuck out for you? And you can kind of see how, because the subconscious mind, not Nichole, not your conscious mind, not who you are, the subconscious mind kind of holds on to those very specifically. Mm-hmm. So we continue to create a reality in which that's true for us. Mm-hmm. So in order to shift outside of that or past that, we have to heal the emotions that are connected to that memory. Do you think that the self-esteem or the weight inhibits you from maybe getting into a relationship? Because that was something else that you were...
I know it does. Okay. I think it does.
How do you feel about that?
I feel sad because I let it do that. So I think it's sad that that happens.
Mm-hmm. So even though I feel sad that I let my weight get in the way of me finding a relationship, sad on the scale of 1 to 10?
God, I'm like a 9.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
I can't believe
I
let my weight
get
in the way
of
finding a relationship. The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Why do I let my weight
get in the way
of finding a relationship? The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Maybe I can let it go.
Maybe I can let it go.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. As big as circle. Gorgeous. Other way. We'll just do floor to ceiling eye roll. Just keep tapping. The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Why do I let my weight
get in the way
of finding a relationship?
The
sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
I let my weight
get in the way
of finding a relationship.
The
sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Sad feeling.
Sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Deep full breath in and out. So sometimes we skip the setup statement. Like if we're a 9 or a 10 and I'm pretty sure that you're not psychologically reversed about getting over that, then we sometimes skip that. So just check in with sadness. And give me a number if you can.
8. Still there.
Let's do karate chop points together. Even though I still have some of the sad feeling left. I spent so many years avoiding a relationship. Believing that no man would ever accept me. Given my weight. Regardless of that. Maybe I can begin to love and accept myself anyway. Fully and completely. And trust and know that there's probably a guy out there that would love and accept me anyway. But I don't believe that. No man would ever accept me. Not with the way I look. No man would ever accept me. Not with the way I look. No man would ever accept me. Not with the way I look. No man would ever accept me. Not with the way my body looks. I can just let that sadness be there. Okay. No man would ever accept me. I've spent so long not accepting myself. Just keep tapping there. And just do floor to ceiling. The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Yeah, breathe. The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
Okay, the sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
The sad feeling.
No man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
Or at least it feels that way.
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 I've been holding it all in.
Been holding it all in.
Don't want to tell anybody.
Don't want to tell anybody.
But I really feel this way.
That I really feel this way.
But what I'm doing right now isn't really working for me.
Isn't really working for me.
Staying in this place.
Staying in this place.
Of not accepting myself.
Of not accepting myself.
Isn't really working for me.
Isn't really working for me.
And when I begin to accept myself.
When I begin to accept myself.
I'll be able to see.
I'll be able to see.
That others will accept me as well.
Others will accept me as well.
Just for who I am.
Just for who I am.
Slowly beginning.
Slowly beginning.
To accept myself.
To accept myself.
Just for who I am.
Just for who I am.
Deep full breath in. And out. Take a little break. More like an 11.
That's what I should have said.
Yeah. Like that roller coaster, eh?
Yeah.
That's what all that nervous feeling was about just before we got started, eh?
Probably.
Oh, she's gonna make me cry.
Yeah. I didn't want you to do that.
But we can see how holding it all in, not accepting ourselves, and there's a really, say out loud, there's really that belief system that no man would ever accept me. Is that right? Or give me some feedback on that, because...
Yeah. That's what I believe.
How true is that on a scale of 1 to 10?
That is, I don't know, like a 7, like it's still so real for me.
That's okay. 7, we only done 1 round.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes more than 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though I still have some of this feeling.
Even though I still have some of this feeling.
That no man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
When my body looks this way.
When my body looks this way.
I'm going to love and accept myself anyway.
I'm going to love and accept myself anyway.
Or at least be open to accepting myself.
Or at least be open to accepting myself.
Fully and completely.
Fully and completely.
This remaining feeling. Like no man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
My body looks this way.
My body looks this way.
This remaining feeling. No man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
My body looks this way.
My body looks this way.
This remaining feeling.
That
no man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
If my body looks this way.
My body looks this way.
But maybe there's men in my life.
That
have accepted me.
That have accepted me.
Just for who I am. And I can slowly begin. I can slowly begin. To accept myself anyway. Just keep tapping this remaining feeling. No man's ever accepted me. Because of my body. No man's ever accepted me. Including my dad. Because of my body. No man's ever accepted me. Because of the way my body looked. Including my dad. But that doesn't mean. That I can't accept me. That doesn't mean. That I can't accept me. Maybe I can let their beliefs go.
Because
it's just their beliefs. And I get to decide. What my beliefs are. And I get to decide. Whether or not I accept myself. Okay. Close. Open. Down hard right. Down hard left. Biggest circle you can find. Gorgeous other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep tapping. No man would ever accept me.
No man would ever accept me.
No man has ever accepted me.
No man has ever accepted me.
Because of my physical body. Why would they?
Why would they?
Why would they?
Why would they?
But maybe that's just their beliefs.
Maybe that's just their beliefs. Even though
no man
has
ever really accepted me.
Because
of the way my body looks. Maybe that doesn't matter as much.
Maybe that doesn't matter as much.
Now that I know.
Now that I know.
That I get to decide.
That I get to decide.
Whether or not I accept me.
Whether or not I accept me.
And that's really the most important part.
And that's really the most important part.
Okay. And that's really the most important part.
And that's really the most important part.
Deep full breath in. It's a bit of a roller coaster, right? Because we have to get there and feel the emotion and then tap it away. And then get there and feel the emotion and then tap it away.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bring a seatbelt for you. Check in with the belief. No man has ever... Is it no man... What's more of a trigger for you? No man has ever accepted me? Or no man will ever accept me? Because they're two different things. Because there was initially the boy in the playground, and then there was your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And dad often plays a big role in terms of how we, grow up and choose our relationships too, right? So if dad didn't accept our body, if we do get into a relationship, it'll be with probably a man who doesn't accept our body either, because we're viewing the world through that lens,
mm-hmm.
through that belief system.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get, as we begin to shift and change that from within, then what we see outside of us begins to change. So if you said, no man's ever accepted me, which was stronger? No man will ever accept me, i.e.
No man will ever accept me.
Because of my body.
I think I'm having a hard time choosing. I don't know why. No man has ever accepted me is not actually true.
Oh.
Right? But still, it hurt a lot at the beginning when I was saying that.
Yeah, that's okay.
And no man will ever accept me.
Well, that's still a 5.
Yeah, but it's not as strong as I thought it would be.
Okay. Even though I still have some of this feeling left.
Even though I still have some of this feeling
that
left.
No man will ever accept me.
That no man will ever accept me.
Because the way my body looks.
Because of the way my body looks.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
But I'm willing to see.
But I'm willing to see.
If I can let that feeling go.
If I can let that feeling go.
And slowly move into a place.
And slowly move into a place.
Of loving and accepting myself.
Of loving and accepting myself.
More particularly.
The
way my body looks.
The way my body looks.
This remaining feeling.
No
man will ever accept me.
No man will ever accept me.
Especially when my body looks this way.
My body looks this way.
This remaining feeling. No man will ever accept me. Especially with my body looking this way. This remaining feeling.
Does it
sound funny now?
It's starting to. Okay. Finally.
This remaining feeling. That no man will ever accept me. When my body looks this way. But maybe I can begin to accept myself.
And
be open to seeing. That there's men out there. That will accept me. Looking just the way I am.
Just the way that I am.
And say it out loud again. No man will ever accept me because of the way my body looks.
No man will ever accept me because of the way my body looks.
What does that sound like when you say that?
It sounds unfair to myself to say that.
Oh.
And it sounds a little untrue.
Even though 5 minutes ago you were really sure that was really, really true for you.
Yeah.
Would you like to live in a place where that's not true?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything left? Is it a 1? Is it a 0?
It's a 3.
A 3. Okay.
It's a 3.
Okay. And what is it specifically?
What do you mean?
It's still a little bit true for you that I'm pretty sure.
It's a little true. But I'm starting to understand that it's
not really fair to yourself.
Yeah. It's my thought.
Yeah. Even though there's still a little bit left.
Of
this feeling.
That
no man would ever accept me.
That no man will ever accept me.
What man would want to be with me? When my body looks this way. Maybe I can begin. To let that feeling go. Because it's really not fair to myself. To hold on to that feeling. It would probably feel much better. To begin to accept myself. And to begin to accept. My physical body. This remaining feeling. No man would accept me. When I look this way. But I realize now. That that's not very fair. To me. To keep thinking that way. This remaining feeling.
this remaining feeling
that no man
would
accept my body this way.
accept my body this way.
Maybe I can let that feeling go completely.
Maybe I can let that feeling go completely.
And instead choose to feel
that
I accept myself.
That I accept myself.
Instead choose to feel
that
I accept myself.
That I accept myself.
More particularly
my physical body.
Okay. Deep full breath in. Out. And check in with the statement one more time.
No man will ever accept me because of my body.
Sometimes there's a neutral feeling.
Yeah.
Like it's just a statement.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. It didn't really trigger any emotions for me. And I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily true.
Oh. Because it's not.
I think I've kind of just dealt with that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different things to tap on when we're working with weight loss, right? And then when we can be at a place of peace and acceptance with our physical body, then we can begin to it's easier to make healthier choices. It's easier to be less stressed about making sure that we eat right. And when we come from a belief system truly inside that says, there's probably people out there that will accept me and that will join me in this process and journey, and it's okay to look the way I look, then we're more likely to find or attract or more likely to go to that party to maybe meet somebody too. So as you come from that belief system, you begin to create a reality and where that is true for you, right? So the belief says now that, okay, maybe I can accept myself and there's other people that would accept me anyway. Then you begin to see that outside of you. I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Do you have any other questions? Anything else that...
No.
Awesome. No, so there's more tapping to do probably on maybe just food cravings. You can tap on nervous about going to meet somebody. What's he going to think? This fear of being judged might come up again. But going back to clear all the other instances where we felt judged can help alleviate that fear as well.
Can you just give me an example? Because I can see myself going out and thinking, okay, Nichole, that's not a true statement that you're thinking. And but when I do get nervous, because I probably will get nervous again before I go out, what's something that I could say quickly to myself to help me understand that that's a silly thought that I'm having when I'm feeling nervous and having that thought again?
Even though I'm feeling nervous about going out, like if you can imagine, you would just do, even though I have this nervous feeling about going out, I'm going to love and accept myself anyway. It's really important to identify why you're feeling nervous. Because you're probably feeling nervous because there's a fear of people not liking me or people not accepting me or people are going to judge me. Yeah. So if or when that comes up again, tap on, even though I have this nervous feeling about going out because I think people are going to judge me and what I look like, I'm going to see if I can let that feeling go and accept myself anyway. Okay. And you would tap on this nervous feeling, what are people going to think? This nervous feeling, people are going to judge me. This nervous feeling, people are going to judge me. This fear of being judged, this fear of being judged. And then the thought doesn't make sense anymore. So we tap into the thought which causes that disruption in the energy system. And we stay with that disruption and tap as we're in that place. So the next time that you say that thought, the energy system is calm. And that's why the thought doesn't make sense anymore, because the emotional charge and the energetic charge is completely different.
Yeah, that's what happened. They weren't making sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, to think that way. Yeah. So, and the best way is to get to the root of the problem, which is probably what Dad said. And we've built, because if you imagine a spider web that kind of branches out, Dad planted something here in the middle, which said you can't go to Florida. And then from that, we developed a whole belief system that says men don't accept women who are overweight, right? And so that becomes a reality, and we find other evidence of that, because that's what the brain or the mind, the subconscious mind, is searching for. It sort of builds on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done that.
You can kind of see that now.
Yeah, I can't have a boyfriend. I can't have happiness because of this.
Yeah. So we withhold happiness from ourselves, love from ourselves, because I'm not worthy of that, because I'm not the right weight. Yeah. But if we can get to the root, which is usually what Dad said, which was obviously really intense for you, then the rest of it doesn't really make sense anymore. Well, that's kind of silly. That's not very fair to myself. Yeah. Why am I doing that? Yeah. Okay. So there might be a couple more rounds to do. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, thank you, Carol.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay.